Yet again, I find myself in the middle of the desert, ready for another adventure. But this time, I'm not alone. Milo's with me. So if you're here for one of my detailed guides or destination deep dives, this might not be the video for you. But if you would like to come along for a quiet night of camping, where my puppy and I fumble our way through his first trip, stick around. It's a simple experience, but it's one that I will always remember. This is either going to be such a fun experience, or it's going to be spectacularly bad. And you're going to have to watch to find out. Milo's first birthday is coming up, and as I've watched him grow, I've noticed small moments where he's starting to mature. He's still a puppy, still full of energy, but I can see the shift happening.
Alright, so we are camping here for the night. And I'm just gonna get things set up because I kind of just threw everything into the car right after I got off work. So we gotta organize some stuff, make our beds for the night. We are going to car camp like I do in most of my videos. This time, I'm gonna do it with Milo. I have never tried to camp with Milo solo before. So far he's doing great. He really doesn't like car rides, so he struggled with the 2-hour drive here. But now that he's out of the car, he's wandering around, he's having a good time. So fingers crossed, things go smooth tonight.
Going into this trip, I knew that it wouldn't be perfect. I knew that my focus wouldn't be on filming the way I usually do, but I wanted to share what it's like to test the camping waters with a dog who doesn't have much experience with it. Alright, our beds are set up. I've just got my memory foam mattress folded in half and just a blanket tonight. I think it's going to be pretty warm. And then Milo's bed, he's not really a dog that likes warm, cozy things. So I brought him a blanket, but I really don't think he's gonna want it or use it at all. And then just his bed, some toys and stuff. That's it. Easy setup. Now the question is, how are we gonna sleep tonight? Really hoping that things go well tonight. I want to start traveling with Milo more and taking him camping and all those things, but I want to make sure that he is comfortable and enjoys it. And right now he's enjoying chewing up a stick. The last time I took Milo out on trail, it didn't go so well. Now he's almost a year old and our relationship has grown a lot in the past 6 months and he can handle a lot more than he could back then. So I am really looking forward to this video and sharing our first experience solo camping here in Gold Butte National Monument. It is so nice here right now. It was 70 degrees today in St. George, so it was probably a little over that here. And it's only the end of February. This gets me so excited for spring and all the trips and all the camping and hiking. There's something about the desert that makes me slow down and appreciate the simple things. The dry air, the endless landscape, the way the light hits the red rock, it never gets old.
I love the history here, the feeling of solitude, and the creatures that call this place home. And now, I get to introduce Milo to it all. I knew this trip wouldn't be like my usual solo camping trips. I wasn't expecting to capture the perfect shots or tell a detailed story about this destination. And looking back as I edit this, I can see how distracted I was. My filming wasn't my best, and my focus was on Milo more than anything else. But that was kind of the point. This wasn't about creating a polished video, it was about sharing a moment, a small but meaningful experience with my little sidekick. So I think last night went just about as well as it could have gone. Milo and I, as expected, did not sleep much. He just could not get comfortable all night. He was just up and down, moving around, snuggling me, back to the blanket, to the front of the car, just like all over the place. Anyways, it is just after 6 a.m. here. My alarm just went off. So that means it's 7 at home. So we slept in a little bit, even though we had a pretty restless night. And we're just gonna take the morning nice and slow. I've got a few places I want to go today, but like no rush. This is my morning routine when I am out adventuring. The sun's coming up. This is nice. I'm going to use some micellar water just to like clean my face a little bit. Okay. Now I'm gonna wash my hands off. So I'm just cleaning my hands because I'm about to put moisturizer on and then a sunscreen, because there's no shade out here and it gets really sunny. Although it's a bit overcast right now, which is super nice. Usually when I'm camping, I don't have Milo, but this time I do have him, so my first priority is taking care of him. He normally does not eat this early. He is really weird with his eating schedule, but I thought I would try because he did not really eat much of a breakfast yesterday or much of a dinner. And he does this. He goes through phases where he just doesn't eat very much. And he has a bowl full of food on the ground that I can see, and he just wants nothing to do with it. Let me know in the comments below if you've experienced this with your dog, and if there's any recommendations that you guys have, because it's extremely frustrating. We throw out so much food, and it's not even just kibble. We cook him like ground beef, I have salmon in the bowl, like we cook him good food and he still just doesn't eat it. Oh my gosh, I should have brushed my hair last night. This is a disaster. Alright, hair is mostly brushed, hands are clean, ready for some moisturizer. I feel like this is rare for me to do all this stuff before coffee. Alright, I'm going to brush my teeth next, and that's my morning routine. I do have deodorant, I'm gonna put that on too. My morning routine is very simple out here. The older I get, the more I realize how fast time moves. Milo may only be turning 1, but it feels like his first year flew by. And I know the years ahead will go just as fast. There are so many places I want to take him, so many trails I want him to explore. I want him to have an amazing life filled with adventure, and I want to make the most of our time together. The last time I tried to make coffee on my channel, I didn't have a lighter, but now I do. I can't have 2 coffee fails back to back on my channel. That's just, it's not okay. It's not okay. This morning's coffee choice is True Meta. It's What's a mushroom coffee? It boosts energy and productivity, improves memory and focus, supports immunity and well-being. Honestly, not the best tasting coffee, but when you're out here with limited options, it does the trick. So that was our first solo camping trip. Nothing groundbreaking, just a quiet night in the desert. But for us, this was the start of something bigger. The first of many nights spent under the stars, the first of many mornings waking up to a wagging tail, and a day full of exploring ahead. There will be more trips, more memories, and this just made me even more excited for the adventures to come.
Anything to say? Any words? Hey!
Don't lick that. Not the new lens. What do you think about camping so far? Oh, guess he's just not that into it. Why is this dripping? Stop looking over there. There's nothing over there. Come over here. Make eye contact so I know you're listening. That's Pokey. Can you leave that alone? He has a bowl full of ground beef and salmon. Earlier, he was eating horse poop.